Hey guys, welcome back to the Grow Like a Mother podcast. I'm your host, Jill, and this is a podcast where we talk about all things growth in motherhood. I'm doing a personal solo episode today, which I don't do too many of, and I'm really excited to connect with you guys and just catch you up on what's been going on and just share a little bit more about what I've got going on, what I'm working on right now, and how I am entering into this season of fall. It's my favorite season. I always think of fall as a new start, like the beginning of a year, and many indigenous traditions also would view this time of year as the beginning of a new year rather than January, like we do on the Gregorian calendar. And I've always felt that it's kind of the back to school vibes, like everything is changing. We've got the beautiful colors, but also there's a lot of like letting things fall away. And I'm feeling that big time right now. There is some sort of reshuffle happening within my business. I don't know yet what that looks like, but there's a lot that's going to fall away. So I'm just sort of sitting in the uncertainty and not sure where I'm going. This podcast may or may not be around next year. I'm investigating a lot of different things because there's a lot of different things going on in my life and in my business. And I also want to build in some time for rest. This week, I'm going to be focused on getting outside, on moving my body, on reading, and just being and seeing what comes to be with my um, journaling and reflecting, and really just being able to go inward. It is this time of year. So a couple things that I'll share with you about, which are really kind of fun and exciting. I have some events that I'm hosting, which feels like a really exciting new direction to be taking the business. I am hosting an in-person event in Ottawa on November 7th with one of my friends, Nishma, who I have known since high school. And she is a mindset coach, a beautiful, brilliant person. And we can't wait to gather some other beautiful, brilliant business women in Ottawa together for an evening of networking. We're going to have networking and panelists and sponsors and goodie bags and door prizes and wine and connection and Q&A, just a whole mix and mingle. It's going to be 2 hours of, dress up in your cute stuff, get out, meet some other business owners, because what we have found, her and I both spoke at the Beautiful Women's Expo here in Ottawa in September, and we felt underrepresented in this crowd. There was a lot of women in business who were in their 50s, and there was a lot of really white. It was really white. So Nishma South Asian, and we didn't see a lot of people of color. We didn't see a lot of people our age, and it didn't feel like our vibe. So we said, well, we're going to create something. So for the entrepreneurs in Ottawa who are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, who are maybe looking for a space to connect with other people in their scene, this is where we're going to gather. We can make some huge connections. One of the things I love to do best is to connect people, to promote people, to connect them. I think that word connect keeps coming up. That's kind of the big one, but I'm great at interviewing people on podcasts. I'm great at introducing people to one another and providing ideas and resources. So much of my background has been varied in different areas, and so I have a lot of information on a lot of different topics. And the little pieces, those nuggets just come to the forefront when I'm talking to someone, and I'm able to offer that thing that they need, that they're looking for. So that's a really cool thing. And I think we're really just trying to build community. It is feeling, again, very, very lonely in entrepreneurship and separated and stressful, and there's a lot going on in the world. And so I think we just need a place to come together and connect, create community, network with one another, lift each other up, learn about what each other is doing, make collaborations, make connections. This is the goal of our Sip and Connect, and I'm so excited. It's going to be held at a beautiful photography studio in Canada, the west end of Ottawa. Tickets are $20. It's going to be so cheap and cheerful, really beautiful, and I'm so excited. So if you're in Ottawa, that is coming up, and I'll just put the link in the show notes in case you're interested in attending. What else? So I have the Moms Matter Summit coming up, which is our virtual summit that I'm hosting with another friend that I met through this work. Her name is Rachel Newman, and she is based in Texas. So her and I, along with 6 other women in business, are putting together a summit which is intended to be a holiday kickoff, if you will. It's happening October 23rd, so right before Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, just right after Canadian Thanksgiving, before Halloween and all of the craziness that happens when there are festive things, in our future. And for me specifically, holidays can feel chaotic. Holidays can feel stressful, especially when you're dealing with separated parents and like my parents are separated, plus I'm separated, and there's so many pieces of the puzzle to try to organize, and it feels extremely difficult. And I have since stopped enjoying the holidays and I don't care at all. And so my kids are old enough at this point to be able to feel like they can get it, they get excited and they're curious and they want to know and they want to participate and it's magical and joyful for them in all of this. And I want to carry that spirit with me as well. So part of the idea of this Moms Matter Summit is it's a day for you and me and everyone who attends to learn from experts in various fields on how we can approach this holiday season in a different way, taking care of ourselves, preparing, building up our body, mind, spirit, getting good habits, taking care of ourselves, setting goals, managing our time, like fostering family connections, the whole thing. There are so many different angles. There are 8 guest speakers, and we're all talking about something unique and different. And I'm really excited. There's also giveaways. We all have books or journals or cookbooks or something. So at each session, there will be a giveaway of a book, like a door prize almost for showing up virtually. And then we're all contributing some amazing resources, value added freebies. And then if for those of us who want to be on a VIP, we get to do more connection, lunchtime connection, mix and mingle at the end, ask the expert, more freebies, more like value. It's so fun. And the best part about this summit, I think, is that all of the proceeds are going to charity that support moms, a charity in Canada, a charity in the States, and a charity in the UK that support moms, which is what it's all about. Because our intention with this is really to support, be supportive, offer support, offer resources, offer connection, again, that word connection. And so I'm really proud of both of these events. I feel like there is a need for this kind of work and I'm leaning towards doing more of this kind of work instead of speaking and coaching and podcasting. So I'd be curious to know what you guys all here think about that. You are the listeners after all. So yeah, I would be curious to know. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? I think just, this idea of simplifying for the season, going with the flow, making sure that however you're spending your time is how you want to be spending your time wherever possible. For me, I've created through a lot of decisions and actions, I've created a lot of independence in my life and quote free time, or at least I have the freedom over my time to decide how I spend it. And I'm going to be reevaluating that, how I spend my time. I would like to bring in some more time for reading, time for being outside, time for really being present in my connections. And the work that I'm doing now, there's a lot of it and I love working, but I'm missing that. I'm missing that piece. And it's not like I'm missing a piece of a puzzle. I'm missing the PEACE. So lots going on in my world, and I'm participating in lots of bundles and summits and speaking to different groups. I have a business retreat coming up that I'm attending in Baja, which I'm really looking forward to because I get to meet a ton of my friends, my internet friends that I have been in community with over the past several years, and I get to meet them in person. And so I'm hoping by that point in December, I have a little bit of direction in terms of how I want 2025 to look for my business and what I want that to look like. So all this to say, if you are in a season of change, if you are in a season of unsureness, if you are in a season of feeling tipsy-turvy, upside downy, like I almost imagine my life in a blender and everything is just kind of like sputtering around, or like a popcorn machine, right? And everything is popping up, and we're waiting to see where it settles and what will be the result of this sort of seeming turmoil. And if you don't have clarity right now, it's okay. It's okay. You can sit with the lack of clarity and just be. And I encourage you to do what I'm doing and take some time for yourself wherever you can. If you need some help finding those pockets of time, hit me up, let me know, listen to some previous episodes of this podcast, grab my book. Like, there are so many resources I have on YouTube, so many videos. If you're not part of the village, get in there. There's so much available for us right now. And so many of us are sort of opening our eyes to wanting more and being curious about how we can get the things we want without hustle and burnout. And that's obviously something I speak to a lot and I'm very passionate about. And I've got some cool ideas about that you might not have heard before. So I'm always happy to share those. This is why I do what I do. Um, and I think that's pretty much it for this week. I wanted to share with you guys that changes are coming, though I don't know what they are. I wanted to share with you that I am shifting into events. So if you're in Ottawa, please come join us at the Sip and Connect November 7th. And if you're not, and you could use a little bit of support heading into the holidays, the Moms Matter Summit this is my invitation for you to prioritize yourself this holiday season. So I'll make sure the links are in there for both of those events in the village if you're an entrepreneur, because there is nothing more valuable. Actually, this is something maybe I want to just quickly end on. I've been reflecting a lot about the entrepreneurial journey, and the one thing that has made all the difference for me and has always led me to my next right step is a connection with someone. And they come out of the blue often. And sometimes that one person is literally just a connector piece, and I never see them again. And I now have this beautiful new connection and relationship with someone else. And I so see the divine workings of collaborations and community and connections. And it has served me so well in my business, financially, opportunity wise, resource and wisdom wise. Like, there's just so much that being in community with other women has served for me. And I want that for you too. So if you're feeling lonely in entrepreneurship, if you're feeling overwhelmed, or like you don't have support, or nobody gets it, or you don't even know where to go next, and maybe there's too much information on the internet, and it's like you just want to have some direction and someone break it down for you, and have some people who are, you know, also doing the thing alongside you in the trenches. That's the village. So it's super fun. And actually tonight I have a connection who's coming to talk to us about numerology. And numerology is something that I don't know a lot about yet, but I'm very interested in. If you have been following along my journey, you know that I am heavily interested in all things woo. So I am digging into human design. I am digging into energetics and numerology and crystals and tarot and meditation and spirit and readings. I got certified in the soul reading method from Nikki Novo over the summer, which is a lot of intuitive work, chakra work, Akashic record work. I am not promoting that as my offerings yet, but that might be the direction the business goes in 2025. It might be more of a spiritually based business, and I can offer support to moms and entrepreneurs in that way. Lots to think about. And again, if you have thoughts or comments on this, I would love to hear them. You can always email me, message me. You know how to find me. I think you can, even if you're on Spotify, leave comments. And also on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can leave comments there too. So that's it for today, guys. I will leave you with that and all the blessings for a beautiful week. And I hope that you enjoy the other episodes of the Grow Like a Mother podcast that I've been putting out. I've had some really cool guests. There's a lot of super cool guests coming up. We're ending the year with a bang, and I do this all for you. So I hope you are enjoying it. Until next week, keep on growing like a mother.